Science draft. Here we go. All right, we got to keep in mind that spells are free, but activated. But Kicker is not part of freeness. So we get 5 mana. We get Wooburg each turn to spend on activated abilities and Kicker. And that means you can take like a Skin Witch, a turn 1 Skin Witch. It's pretty brutal, but this seems maybe good enough to go over Skin Witch. And let me also go to Draft View, which reminds you that you don't need to correct for Deckmaster. I'll take a look at what the voting is over here. Is Deckmaster functioning? Yeah, we're good. Hammered Explorer, let's see, yeah, and Soul Salvage, draw cards. This is the obvious pick in a normal draft. The question is whether this is actually good in this format. And it does create extra stuff. Chronicler, yeah, we can cast that. That's like drawing a card, right? That's a good point, Wujo. Yeah, Coax, I think, is right here. Like, it's crazy to want to pass something as obviously powerful as this, but we got to play to the format, and I think kicking to get back spells is the way to go. Yeah, that's true. You don't keep cards in hand very often. We'll take the Chronicler, though, I think. I think that's correct here. And this is probably correct as well, because it's card draw, effectively. Yeah. Basically says draw a card on it, so we want it. Fiery Intervention, we can get back with the Chronicler, and deals with most stuff in the format, so that's probably the spell here. Pick here. Opt. Oh, Snap Opt, says Koak, because it's just all card draw over anything, even like removal. All right. I'm down. It says draw a card, take it, right? This is the most useless card in the format, because I can already do that. Putting stuff in the graveyard seems good in the format, since there's a lot of ways to get your card advantage out of stuff in the graveyard, and for that reason maybe Liturgist is fine, or Phantom also is kind of free value. You don't like Phantom for the same logic that we're just going to be getting this back for free. I guess you have to pay black, but that's we get that once per turn. You need to use the Wooburg you get added to your mana pool every turn to pay for kicker costs. I had the same question before diving in, and chat answered. Snapper Windgrace, you get 5 mana. Oh, you get 5 mana turn, yeah. All right. Spiral, Coax like Spiral. Yeah, this is the other one. We could just get something back, especially with this. I'm down. Let's try Spiral and just get all crazy with this shit. Excuse me. This S. Bombardment. Just drop that. Seems good. Grow from the ashes. Dark bargain, dark card draw, so we're just going to take that, right? I know, right? Oh, I'm just always trying to keep the sailor at bay, and I'm mostly successful, but sometimes this might, you know, given that there's nothing here that actually draws a card, this is probably correct. You do this to be able to filter our Wooburg into double colored activation costs, if we have any of those to consider. Blessing, super good, says Imric. No, it's still just card disadvantage. Right? If it said draw a card, I'd be down, but I think we're here. What do you mean, Blessed Light? I thought you were talking about that one there. We had, you know, all things considered, an 8/8 on turn 1 wouldn't be bad. Comes late. Oh man, look at what we get to choose from now. So Soul Salvage is what makes sense to me here, but we take Explorers. We're going to want to fill our graveyard, but we'll get those later. Let's take a Soul Salvage here. Kicker is free, Coax? Coax says? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, the kicker is free, like we have... You mean just we have the Wooburg and we can do it? Yeah. I think Soul Salvage and Skin Witch have similar card advantage type things, but Soul Salvage is good on turn 5, you know, and Skin Witch is only good early if you can really tag him with it early. Here's a draw card, so we'll take that. Let's take the biggest thing. Funny, Wujo, I think, we were trying to decide between these picks earlier, weren't we? And then we took Nature Spiral, and then here, now we get all of them back. What do we take here? That. The best. Well, I wonder if there's anything we can do to, like... We need Llanowar elves now. We need to get one more than Wooburg so we can kick Josu. There's Blink, which actually draws a card. Dark Bargain draws 2 cards. Blessed Light actually removes stuff. We do have Chronicler that we want to be using. Middling Mage has the hot take that Josu is just straight up bad in this format unless we specifically can manage that kicker. And by bad, I assume Mage just means doesn't draw a card and is therefore a generic creature. It's just a 4/5 menace, and it's like, yes, if we don't find a way to do the kicking, then what we're doing is dropping our free 4/5 into their free 8/8 or their, you know, free whatever. Oh, I thought we had one, the 4/5 hexproof. So it's not as amazing as just taking taking something that actually says draw a card on it. So I think we want Dark Bargain or Blink. Maybe just Dark Bargain. It's 40% for Blink. Yeah, I can't kick Jozu without help, but you can if you get a Llanowar Elves or something, but it doesn't seem worth putting that kind of stuff in just to be able to kick Josu, as opposed to just taking Dark Bargain and being able to cruise through our deck. And Tatyova, we're not really playing land, so Tatyova stinks. I really would, if this were just a regular draft, I would have such an amazing Sultai deck going. Oh, man. Removal is good. I just don't think it's better than something that actually says draw a card. I just think you prioritize everything that says draw a card, and then you try to win with the stuff that doesn't say draw a card. Wouldn't that be, like, it seems like there's some people in chat who seem to have some more experience with this than I do. I think we've played it on stream once, but Middling Mage, Wujo, Coax seem to be, you know, have some strong opinions here, and I feel like that's just correct. Like, if it says draw a card, you take it, and then you worry about what you win with later. Oh, well, your theory crafting is solid, it seems to me. And we can take, yeah, Cloud Reader setting up is good, I suppose. We can pay the kicker, though, so this is just a 4/4 flyer on turn 1, which is pretty cool. I don't know if the Scry 2 is better than the extra point of power. But since there's no card draw, I do like taking one of these two. But it's basically Scry 2 versus an extra point of power. And since everybody's going to be playing a lot of these, I think we want to be bigger. Like, if it doesn't say draw a card, I want it to be as big as it can be, is my theory here. So I'm going to take Academy Drake on that theory. Oh, Tatyova. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I think the Scry is nice, right? But you get what I mean? Like, yeah, so you do your 3/4 Scry, and I do my 4/4 flyer, and now who's happy, you know? I just think we want to be big where we can be big. Here's, like, Shard is the kind of thing you could take to try to make the Josu work, but we're going to take draw card. There's that tutor that's I think worth playing in this format, but we're gonna let it wheel. We can get a 5/5. Blessing says draw a card, though, so it's gonna be more important than Untamed Kavu. Remember, weird format. And Journey Mage also looks good, but I just don't see how it's better than Blessing. Yeah, this is a special rules draft. I'm going to go with the card that says draw card. I think that's the way you play it. Chronicler effectively says draw a card. This effectively says draw a card. Are we going to be able to cast it? We're going to be able to take any... Here's one... We only have one right now, though, unfortunately. I'd like Temporal Sundering, but I don't think... We're not really very legendary right now. Yeah, everyone gets Omniscience. Yeah, we'll find more. I'm taking Dark Bargain. I think it's correct. We'll take Blink here, though. Yeah, and the other thing, like, actually, and that makes maybe makes... We only have so many bargaining we can do. No, I think Dark Bargain is fine. Just keep taking Bargain. Can I put a note up? Yeah. Put a note up. Might be more time than it's worth, though. Let's see. I'll do this. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to duplicate this. And rename note. Just so. Mind Rots are great on turn 1, but most people are just trying to empty their hand so quickly that it's risky to Mind Rot. Or to run them. They're great if you get them, if you go first and get to play them, but no guarantees. So we're just going to take all the Dark Bargains we can. Warlord's Fury. Flight could make something fly that is useful, but we'll just go for something big. You know, this is like, again, this is why Josu Vess is not the best card. It's like you just take these instead of Josu. Kicker to gain 10. Reach to handle some of the flyers that might come at us. Or, I don't like that. Probably just gain 10. I hate that it... Yeah, we'll take it. I wonder if... they always have Wooburg, so I guess they can always pay for Syncopate, so that's never good, right? That... I guess we take Sentinel. Hope not to play it. Not have to play everything. Cast Syncopate with X of 6. Well, you get 5. And so then you have 5 floating, and the blue is for free, and then you pay your 5 for an X of 5, right? Wow. This good? Oh yeah. That's card draw, huh?
Our actions determine the course of history.
Reborn. Seems good. Spiral Reborn. Yeah, it seems fun. Skittles is not playable. Opt is fine here. Want to get... I guess as long as we have stuff to get back with the Chronicler, it doesn't matter what it is. We'll take Opt. You wanted to snap Surveyor? Why are we taking Surveyor, Wujo? Oh, I see. Old habits. I thought I was actually missing something about the format. Eviscerate. Removal's fine. Removal's good. Depth's not going to do what we want, though. Legacy. No. Fury will probably come back. So let's take Eviscerate. Card draw basically over everything, unless you feel that card draw is going to wheel. Yes, I've done some plays on the assumption that we were going to wheel. Card draw. Pierce the Sky. They're going to be playing all the big flyers they get, all the important flyers. Let's take Pierce. There's some support for Halar, but seems boring to me. Boring / like not powerful enough for what we want to be for our creatures that we're playing. Does this F up this format or something? If a land is tapped, no. Huh, that's actually interesting, right? Each spell a player casts costs 1 more, so like someone can't go off with the draw with this. Yeah, I mean, Awakening is funny, but is Damping Sphere playable with that second line of text? You want to? Let's try it. All right, let's try it. I think against players doing what we're doing, it's very good. Against players playing, kind of trying to play this more fairly, it's bad. For Omniscience? No, GMJ picked. So the idea of this on the second ability, each spell a player cast costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Unless I'm misunderstanding the rules on Omniscience, you will. So let's say this was in play against us. Oh no, this does hurt us. Never mind, it hurts us. It's mirrored. If it was if it said just opponents or whatever, but this hurts us, so we can't play it. Yeah, Flame of Keld is actually good. Yeah, it can be the last card you play, and then it messes up their turn and makes them not... Well, we have it. We can decide if we really want to try, but I'm leaning towards not starting it here. This is probably going to find some targets in the format, but I like just continuing to do loopy things. Nature Spiral gets good stuff back. This continues to feed the yard. And does more important stuff. Let's see. Is bouncing Historics worth anything to us? Get Flame of Keld back. Could get Karn. Reset Karn. Eldest Reborn back. Mending of Dominaria back. So there are some things we could reset with a Guardians here. Slyn, Voda, if we wanted to rebounce everything. So Deep Freeze is plain old removal. I kind of want to try the Guardian. I think yeah, we're pack 3, so we're not going to get any infinite combos with Guardians, but I think this could be a Guardian situation. Gomenich, how you doing? I kind of want to try... I'm going to try the Guardian. I think it does stuff. We can take this Deep Freeze, though. Weren't we supposed to wheel stuff that we're now not wheeling? Maybe we run that. We've got things to bring back with the Poet as well. Hopefully not running that. Hopefully not running that. Well, guess it looks like we are running those, unless we want to actually put lands in the deck. We have the Jozu, we could put land in the deck, but we're going to take, let's see, do we have an artifact to get back? We have the Guardians, but that's it. Yeah. Just going to have to run it. I have to run this. And I mean, you might have to run it for Omniscience. All right, this hoses us, but we decide when to play it, so we'll give it a try. Because if we dump our deck and then play this, then Oppo can't dump theirs. That's the idea. Or dump a lot of our deck, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll actually call this for Omniscience. Healing Grace over a second Scholar. Oh, they're both so low impact. I practically want to land to help our kicker stuff. All right, fair enough. But I'm down to try a little variety. Doesn't seem like it'll make that much of a difference. Scholar does essentially nothing. Yes, I mean, that's why I'm giving it a chance, but Healing Grace might do something. But, yeah, I don't know. You're right. They're both very weak. All right. The wackiness commences. Let's adjust the info. That looks fine. Okay, fine-ish. Let me do this. Alright. It's funny, I only saw the Chronicler and the Poet, and I was like, darn it, I don't know if we can keep this. And I saw the Dark Bargain, and I'm like, okay, sweet, we can keep this. I don't have any counter magic, right? So I don't know if there's any reason to, like, interact with this. Well, they had to run a Scholar as well. All right, we get to go Fury. Ooh, what do we get down here? We can get the Explorer. Let's do this. Well, we're going to give him a... I guess it becomes 04, so that's fine. They're going to get it back, which is too bad. But what are you going to do? That. Deep freeze. Yeah. 1/5. Where's our mana pool? Do we have the mana? How do I get the mana? Did I spend it on accident or something? Yeah, I want to chronicler into bargain, but I'm not. Okay, anyway, well, we'll start here. Oh, okay, on emblem. Sure, we'll do that. I'm actually going to keep the Eviscerate to handle the return of Slyn.
I advise that you yield. Well chosen.
So, I haven't been talking much, I've just kind of been playing my cards. We do have this Nature Spiral that we want to figure out how we're going to use. Nature Spiral can get back Flame of Keld, Keldon Raiders, or the Academy Drake, just get a big flyer. But we have used some of our mana. We used 4 of our mana this turn, so we only have 1 kind of kicker mana left. Yeah, this is not over. Yeah, this is not over. If they draw a card draw, they could just go off. But we are going to Scholar. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to burn the Eviscerate is the problem. I want to save it, I think. I'm actually going to pass from here. Because we'll get to do this again next turn. They only get to draw 1 card. If it's not, if they start a chain of draw cards, they could easily get back into this, but we're going to take a little chance and try to untap and make them put Slyn Voda in front of the Primordial Worm. And then we'll save the Eviscerate. And let's see, now we'll do this. Or we could take Guardians and bounce what? We could bounce Mending with Guardians. We can pick up the Drake with a Spiral too. And I'll actually start, let's see, how many cards we got? 14. One of them is Gaia's Blessing, so not worried. Ooh. One, two, they don't even have 4 things out yet, though. We'll do this and see what they sack. Okay. That's news. See that glorious rebirth. Darn it. Well, oops. Don't want to do any of that. Oh, they can't cast it though. Yes, it's legendary. That's right. That's right. All right, they're done. Simple game. Yeah, it is funny that you only have 3 cards you don't play as well. Or 2 cards? Yeah. Only 2 cards you don't play? Nice. Yeah, Gaia's Blessing was a great pickup. Is this actually fun? Is this more fun than Magic the Gathering normal edition? Variety is fun. There's no question it's weird and LOL to try out, but this isn't actually more fun than just trying to play Magic properly. And keep this though. Small doses, yeah, good. It's a change of pace thing, but do this. Okay. Did we have to reveal what we had? Did they see the Slin Voda, or were they just like, I don't know. I don't know what just happened there. All right. Hey, Bargain. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that. What if we mulligan? Well, we wanted to try it. We said for science, so I'm going to keep this. Opt or Guardians? Probably just opt. Damping Sphere stops people from doing what I'm doing, including us. Guardians to pick up Sphere is cute. I should have considered that.
Are you certain of your decision?
Well, I'm actually going to bin it because I would rather find something that said draw a card. Oh, that's worse, but you're going to get those sometimes. And let's see, we can do the salvage. But we can do that whole move. Would get a card. Yeah, that's fair. We have. Why was that? Oh, yeah, because it had Guardians. That's why. Sure, sure, sure. We can do this, though. Let's do this.
I am Karn. A curious choice.
I think we get healing grace here. Oh, really? You want to give us the mending? Cool by me. Because we play it at the end of our turn, and then Oppo cannot go off like we're going off. If nobody goes off for the rest of the game, Nantuko, I think we win. That's the idea of it. So, boo-hoo, we can't go off next turn. Instead, we just win. That's the idea. The thing about Damping Sphere is that it's good against other good decks, and it's bad against decks trying to play this format more fairly. We all have stinker cards. You got to play 40 of the 42 cards you draft, so it's not like you can play nothing but stuff you're happy with. But if people fall into the trap of valuing creatures highly or whatever, then yeah, they're gonna struggle. If we get the Tragic Poet, we can get back the Eldest Reborn. Seems like it could be good. Windgrace Acolyte just attacks successfully already, though. Yeah, I'm going to take the Poet. I think getting back the Mending or the Eldest is really interesting. And what do we have here? We haven't activated it, so we have 5 total. We haven't cast a spell yet, is the bottom line. Let's eviscerate. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Let's start by doing the right thing here. Could get one of those, I suppose.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
All right, so now if we play this, we use up... we can only cast one other spell. But I think that's worth it. Let's do this for 4. And Let's just eviscerate the worm here. And we'll stay back. Mending Shuffles, good call. But it stays, right? So we at least get it back. Well, we got a deep freeze for the Slyn Voda, but we get smacked here, or Karn gets smacked. We'll see what they choose to do. We'll see if we want to bounce the sphere. Yeah. We're going to have to do that. We just have to, right? And they're going straight for our throats. We could draw with Karn first. I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to have to get the sphere back no matter what. All right. Oh, this is also wait. We have this option too. We can get haphazard bombardment, and we have to do one of our own permanents though in that spot. So maybe less exciting. I don't think I want hazard bombardment, so I'm going to look at the top. I think I know what we get here. We had haphazard bombardment. I guess we had dark bargain as well. We could have gotten, but it's going to be fine here. And I want to not make this mistake. Oh, we don't have anything in the yard this time. So now I think it is a put that on the bottom situation. Oh, it doesn't allow you to, so maybe you just put 3 elsewhere. That would have been okay. We'll take Chronicler and Slyn. We still have 5. Oh, don't time out on me, man. Do we kick this? Yeah, okay, so let's do that. We do kick this, because then we divest. Look, Arena, I'm going as fast as I can. Oh wait, no, we don't want that one. We want to deep freeze this. Want to Tragic Poet, Scholar, Chronicler, kick for something. Oh wait, can't? Oh, cancel that. Delay that order. We can't kick that either. Do we want to put that back out? Nah, I'm going to say next. Ran out of thinking time on that one. Pierce the sky, you got it. We have, is mending is in here, right? Like, why don't we just get mending? And then Windgrace Acolyte. Karn, right? Keep forgetting Karn. There's just a lot to do. I'm just trying to do it all. Dark Bargain we could get back. Also, the rope is going to start on me. It's really intimidating. And we have how much to kick? We have 5 to kick. This wants 4. This wants 4. So we only get 1 of these. And I think we're doing plenty on the spell front. Let's kick our flyer and actually try and win this game. But that makes me want to do the reveal and draw.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
Do that. That. And Guardian. Reset Mending. Reset Poet. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting format. You know, you could see...
I don't feel a day over 150.
All right. Jaya, welcome to the battlefield.
Requires sacrifice.
Yeah, I suppose Fear is an insurance policy there that we could have played. I think this is effectively scooping from Oppo. Well, there you go. Silly. I don't want to turn on the furnace because it is actively messing with the sound quality of the VODs and the replays that I've been posting. So, but I am getting chilly. It's literally stopped snowing. I'm going to go just find a jacket and then we'll jump back into this again. We'll see if this is sufficient. The trouble with any kind of heater, space heater, I may have a furnace right here, but it really messes with the audio quality of the stream, frankly. So I try to just suffer a little chill instead. We'll keep this. Oof. Pretty weak, but we can take these two. I don't want the bombardment now. It just does nothing. And this may actually find us a card draw spell. Hey, Nick. And it does. Let's go ahead and take Sphere and Opt. And try and lock him out of a big turn. 3-0. It's not more card draw, but we get to have Explorer, Drake, Damping Sphere, and an Eviscerate. I think we do that. I'm going to do it. Targeting ourselves, of course, here. Although a lot of our... Instead of drawing our payoffs, we drew some of our stuff that synergizes with Explorer. That's all right, though. Now we'll kick this. And Sphere. Well, they've kicked, so that's got to be the end of their turn, right? Yeah, that's the end of their turn. We Eviscerate here. Let's see, we Chronicler, and we can Chronicler and Eviscerate, and we get back... Ooh, there's lots of good stuff to get back. But we'll start here. And kick this. We're done with spells for the turn, really, but we just want weight for next turn. That's true. Good point. We can bargain on their turn. That's a reason to go with bargain if we get that choice in the future. No kick Slyn. They don't want to give me my Drake back, apparently. Spiral gets back a permanent, which could include Eldest Reborn, which would take out Slyn, so let's do that. Sorry for the over-policing. I can't say your name, but do this. No attacks. They protected their 8/8. But we can Guardian Eldest next turn. Sipkin. I'm glad you're so excited. Is Dominaria? Yeah, well, this is Dominaria Draft, but it's not normal. It's weirdo. Yeah, we'll make this 2. Do this. Okay, I don't care too much about the life story here. That's not what this game's gonna be about. Let's who... Yeah, I mean, again, like, okay, that's a lot. I guess we cast, Bargain on their turn. And we go... Warlord Bargain. We don't care, but I'm just taking a look ahead. Let's get some life, though, at some point. Pierce the Sky for their turn seems good. I'm not going to take all the card draw because we're facing our own... Although we do have the Guardian combo with the Sphere, so we can do that. The thing is, I was planning to get... No, what's this? Oh, it's George. I'll get back to George later. Okay, sorry. What do we got here? What am I doing? We are deciding whether we are going Guardian into Sphere. Yeah, because... And then, well, if we go Guardian into Reborn, we just kill the Slim... That seems better. Yeah, you can turn off emote spam protection. I haven't updated the bots in a while. I did some work on that, but then kind of let it slide. Let's do this. I'm going to go for the Eldest Reborn play. We could take the Sphere back and like try to go off a bunch this turn, but this just seems great. And we still can do a bunch of spells as well. So we get one more spell. We'll do Acolyte. I'm gonna Raider pitch the Scholar. Drake seems better. Get a big flyer. Let's start with an attack though here. Yeah, your 40th card is not going to be great. You have to run all but 2 of the cards you draft, so... We're setting them up and knocking them down here. This is definitely a format of, do you know how to do it or not? Oh yeah. It wouldn't surprise me for someone to get a full 40 cards that they're pretty happy with, because you can get things like Warlord's Fury last pick, and that's a, you know, an early pick in this format. So we're going to keep this for sure. Oppo has Mold. We'll start with Amending, see if we can catch a critter. Alright, we'll start with a 4/4 flyer, see if that's good enough. We could play the Druid, but I'd rather get the 10 life than the 2 extra damage. Well, yeah, I guess I should do this first.
Evil but not evil. I'll make use of that later.
Elephant. We're doing it. The embarrassment scoop. I respect it.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
We can note it. That's funny. Yeah, if we cruise through this, we'll do another event for sure. Well, opponent goes first, so we lose. Now this is fine. We can even cast Dark Bargain before we untap. No problem. No problem at all. Starting here, of course. Yeah, I'll do this. Eldest into Guardian into Eldest. Done after a T1 like that. Oppo's done after a T1 like this. Oppo with the fancy scoop. Nobody wants to play us this format. I'm gonna alright, they're done. Nice turn one, Oppo. What did you think of mine? Turn one madness was the 5-0 game. Wujo is surprised at how good milling yourself is in this format. I'm not at all. Like, this is, I kind of actually, I gotta say, I kind of like this just because it's, it's everything I love about Dominaria, but just all on turn one. It's like, okay, you know that Dominaria game you played yesterday? It was like 14 turns and everything. Just have that, all those 14 turns on your first turn, and then it's kind of, what's what it feels like. How about a straight 7-0? Opponent goes first. If we keep this, it's kind of like we're effectively mulliganing the soul salvage anyway. So to keep this is like saying our turn one is going to be Primordial Worm, whatever we draw, and then Flame of Keld, you know? And that might be okay. But I'm going to... Man, mulliganing is rough, but if we can find one of our 5 dark bargains, that's what really makes this deck go off. And this makes you wait a turn. I'm gonna mulligan this. All right, we got to keep this. And we found a bargain though, so great. That's kind of why we did this. Now let's see if we can find an answer to the old T1 Slin. We take this for sure, and I guess Nature's Spiral. And we can Dark Bargain and maybe put something in there to spiral back. Chronicler to get back what? Another Dark Bargain, might have to do that. Yeah, so we get Chronicler and Drake, but we can't kick them both, but they're both better than the Druid. I'm gonna add this, and I'm gonna full control. Just thinking we might need... What kicks for 1? Maybe I don't need it. Okay, we're gonna kick though. Yeah, gotta look out for the timer. Ooh. Actually gonna take the blessing because I don't want that shuffled in. Take these two. There, eviscerate and guardians. We can get back with the mending, so that's all good. We'll take these two. That. Slin. We don't need the kicker here anyway. This. Let's decline. Should have done this first. I don't know what I'm doing exactly, just trying to not time out, so I'm not thinking through things super deeply, just trying to play all our stuff. Make him have a wrath effect, basically, to win from here. Oh no, we don't need that at all. All right, we'll call it a turn. Kind of wish we had found the sphere. I feel like that's the thing that we could lose to, is them having a similar turn. Well, you don't get to keep both. I'll block. No need to take the damage. We basically get everything back next turn anyway. Well. We have something to kill. No. Do that. I'm going to be throwing stuff out here. I'm not sure all what the right order is, but we're going to kind of do what we did last time. I guess we'll do... I like the Guardians Reborn play again. Although we could just, like, let's do this. 12. We get this chapter next turn, so we're not... If we as long as we get to chapter 3, we reset that. But Gaia's Blessing is in the yard already. How is it? Let's see. Save the... Yeah, that's the thing. I might save that. Let's do this, though. And I'm going to pitch, like... Ah! And maybe we do have to do it so they can't haste, though. I'm going to do this now. I know they can bounce it all again, but... there we go. Let's do this. And then... Yes, they bounce it all again with Slinvoda. But the lack of haste was important to me. And, you know, with the rope, you gotta push it. And now we want to get back our removal. Do we have... There's Eviscerate. Great. And we'll go... Let's see. Eviscerate. Slinvoda. Chronicler with Kicker. Get the Eviscerate back for Thorn Elemental. Then start doing it. Don't know what's in there yet. Not looking too closely. Let's see, we're at Dark Bargain territory. Whee! Oh wait, we don't have Kicker. Doesn't matter anyway. Is there an artifact in here to get? There's Karn. No. Okay, Poet. Back. Karn.
I have good choice.
This is like Ultimate Goldfish.
I will fight for my friends.
What is in here? We can maybe get a Drudge Sentinel. No, we'll do this.
I'll make use of that later.
And Grape Shot. I like it. Yeah, we'll do this on the normal. And is this in sorcery? Do that. Okay. Good enough? I think the worst part of this format is being Oppo and having to wait through all that just to draw their card to see if it's enough. Couldn't kick the Drake. I guess we could have played a 2/2 Drake. That would have been fine. Easy game, folks. Easy game. Straight 7-0. Didn't feel like... I mean, there were a couple places where we had to... like we were in danger, but mostly that was challenging just to not screw up the turns and to sequence everything. So there you go. There's your tutorial for that format. Draft all of the dark bargains. We went 7-0 specifically because we had 5 dark bargains and basically found one almost every opener, which allowed us to go off turn 1 basically every game. So dark bargain is your friend. Yeah, the rope was the biggest challenge in that whole event. Yeah, I don't know if you can just rattle off that every time. Whoa, Valhalla's Chosen is dumped some gift subs. Thank you, Valhalla's. I appreciate that a lot. Chuck D will preside over this festivities for a moment. Thank you so much for all the support. Really appreciate that. Sweet. That was fun. That was fun, and we kind of sort of crushed it.